Welcome to the DCME channel. If this is your first time tuning into the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to stay up to date on all the DC topics. So what is in store for Justice League Snyder's Cut? The long-awaited Snyder Cut of Justice League lands on HBO MAX on March 18th. Director Zack Snyder revealed Friday the 29th the DC Extended Universe superhero adventure will debut as a full-length Max original. According to HBO, not just a 4 separate hour-long parts as it was originally planned. Full-on #SnyderCut, director wrote in a tweet which included a poster with a date which is premiered on HBO Max, which is March 18th, 2021. We're only less than a month and a half away. Looking forward to it. The original version of Justice League was released in 2017 after Snyder stepped away during an editing process to deal with the death of his daughter. Joss Whedon took over the edits and reshoots, but the 120-minute movie disappointed the critics and basically lagged in the box office. I still thought it was a good movie though. The Snyder Cut will include 150 minutes of unseen footage with 5 additional minutes of new recorded scenes with Ben Affleck as Batman, Ray Fisher as Cyborg, and even Jared Leto playing Joker, which was added to the movie after Snyder was given the green light to finish his vision. The film will not include any of Joss Whedon's reboots, it'll just be 100% Snyder, baby! But everyone has been waiting patiently for the Snyder Cut to be released, and we are a little over a month away. Yeah! Do you think adding these additional scenes and edits will change other people's minds and see the movie in a whole new way? Or will it just continue as being another disappointment for DC? Let us know what you guys think down below in the comments. But let's get to the main topic, which is 12 rumored characters that may appear for Justice League Snyder Cut. Number 12, Ryan Choi. You might actually seen him in the crossover with Adam. Actually introduced him to try to save the universe in the crossover. But Ryan Choi's names might not, ring a bell for everybody if you don't know the comics. But he's the current holder of the Adam moniker, a gift student of Ray Palmer on the page. He took over the role after his mentor vanished and became one of DC's universe's greatest superheroes in the process. But unfortunately, we're not banking on seeing the star lab scientist suit up at any point in Justice League, but his future as a superhero could still be teased though. On Vero, Snyder has said that Ryan is the director of nanotechnology, which is Star Labs, and his involvement with the mother boxes could be what leads to the size change in exploits. In Justice League, the character is set to be played by Oren Lee. Number 11 is the Joker, which is confirmed. One of the biggest surprises with Justice League's reshoots was the addition of Jared Leto's Joker. First reported by the trades, his role in the film was later confirmed by Snyder and the actor himself. Everything that's been shared by the director has pointed to the Nightmare team-up with Batman and the Joker, forced to work alongside each other to combat Darkseid's forces. The Clown Prince of Crime has been described as road-weary, and he'll likely be portrayed with long hair. It's an intriguing addition and could prove to be highlights in the Snyder Cut. Not everyone loved Jared Leto's take on the Joker in 2016 Suicide Squad, so the actor has a chance to prove everybody wrong and exceed expectations with the project. Since he said that he didn't have a fair role in Suicide Squad, he thinks that he can maybe outshine and show that he was a good Joker. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Number 10, Mera. Amber Heard's very public legal battle with ex-husband Johnny Depp has seen fans turn against the actress and demands for her to be fired from Aquaman 2. But from what we know, that's not the plan for the DC Comics sequel. Though there are claims that she will have a limited role, only time will tell though if it's going to be true or not, but it has been confirmed that Heard was part of the reshoots for Snyder's Justice League last year. But we can only hope those cringeworthy underwater bubble scenes has been removed, though we know from stills shared on Vero that Mera also appeared on land at some point. Not everyone will be happy about Mera being here, but you know what? It may be happening. Just may be happening. Dang. Number 9, Martian the Manhunter. And no, we're not talking about Jean from Supergirl. But you may remember Lois Lane meeting with Martha Kent in Justice League, mostly thanks to a ludicrous, funny news report playing in the background about a woman's husband going missing. Snyder, however, had a very different idea for how this meeting would end. As Martha got up to leave, she was then shown transforming into Martian Manhunter on the other side of the door, before becoming Man of Steel's General Swanwick. The idea that Swanwick has already been a superhero in disguise, keeping an eye out on Superman to make sure that he wasn't a threat to the world at large. Harry Lennox has confirmed he'll be in the Snyder Cut, but we had no clue whether the actor will have more to do than just this scene. Number 8, Black Suit Superman. Is a new suit a character? No. But seen as all but a few seconds of Henry Cavill's scenes in Justice League were from reshoots, everything from the method of his resurrection to what state he is upon returning is bound to be different in Snyder's film. Whedon's goal was to deliver Superman more in line with his hopeful, happy comic book counterpart, but Snyder, he's dark, so he has his own idea for the Man of Steel. He believes he needs to be put through a traumatic experience before becoming that Superman. Now will only fans get to see the black suit Superman from the comics, but also a Man of Steel who potentially has a very different personality and outlook. This is very exciting, but might not resonate with other fans. Number 7. Cyborgs Mom. Whedon's Justice League made vague mention of a car crash which resulted in the death of Cyborg's mom, but in Snyder's cut looks set to clear things up with Victor Stone's origin story. In the comics, she was a Star Lab scientist who died while trying to save her son alongside her husband, Silas, a scene the fans caught a glimpse of in the Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice movie, but we don't know how much of that will make into the Snyder's cut. But images shared by Snyder have confirmed that Cyborg's mom will appear both in flashbacks and a dream sequence when the mother boxes combined, and I'll be interested to see how this pans out. I think it's just going to be a really quick scene, but we'll see what happens. Number 6. Volkov. We were introduced to William Dafoe's Volkov in Aquaman, but that wasn't always the first DC film he was supposed to appear in. Instead, Snyder's planned to introduce Arthur Curry's Atlantean advisor in Justice League, with Volkov presenting the trident to him, which would have greatly altered what we saw in 2019's Aquaman. It's likely the film will now spend more time explaining why Arthur chose to help his fellow heroes defeat Steppenwolf. And after Volkov's introduction was rewritten for Aquaman, Snyder looks set to deliver a completely different interpretation of the Atlantean in his cut. The photo shared to Vero has pointed to a new look for the character as well. Number 5. Darkseid. Darkseid's earlier incarnation will be part of the film's flashback scenes, but there are plans for Darkseid's too. The much older version of the Apocalypse ruler is only expected to play a relatively minor role in Justice League, but it's still something comic book fans are getting hugely excited for. As well as appearing in a vision tempting Cyborg to come over to his side, he'll be shown standing in a boom tube, staring down the team after they send Steppenwolf packing, minus his head. Those are only 2 semi-confirmed sequences, though we'd be surprised if Darkseid doesn't also show up in a nightmare scenes. We just hope this lives up to the lofty expectations of fans and we get to see the Darkseid vision. Number 4. Deathstroke. Joe Manganiello had a minor role in a theatrical cut of Justice League as Slade Wilson and was portrayed as someone Lex Luthor hoped to recruit for his Injustice League. Snyder's plans, however, was to set up Ben Affleck's The Batman, with Luthor tasking Deathstroke with killing the Dark Knights, revenge for his time in Arkham Asylum. But that film didn't happen, and it's now unclear how the filmmaker tends to deal with that, in the HBO MAX cut. It's been strongly hinted that Deathstroke will be part of any nightmare scenes, so perhaps he goes gunning for Batman in the distant future instead. Whatever the case may be, we know Joe Manganiello has shot additional footage for the Snyder Cut, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Number 3. Robin. Snyder mentions that he would like to tell the story of the Joker killing Robin one day, and has even hinted it might be the form of a comic book penciled by Jim Lee. However, as Jared Leto was on set for nightmare scenes, we can't help but wonder if the filmmaker took the opportunity to film that iconic moment for a flashback. It would be a major missed opportunity not to have done so, but especially as fans are beyond desperate to see this in live action. Who could play Robin? Once upon a time, it was rumored that Snyder's son had been cast as Dick Grayson for these scenes, so keeps everything crossed that he got a chance to do this for the cut of Justice League, or maybe they just used the guy from Titans, or they could use anybody that could play Robin. It could have just been even just a shadow or a back figure, not even an actual main person. Well, maybe we'll see Robin. Number 2. Lex Luthor. In a deleted scene from Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice, Lex Luthor was shown communicating with Steppenwolf. The takeaway is that it was Luthor who told him of the Man of Steel's demise, convincing the alien to come to defenseless Earth to retrieve the mother's box. It's illogical to think Luthor wouldn't have a role to play in Steppenwolf's invasion, so we fully expected him to have a much larger part than the vague Arkham Asylum escape in Whedon's cut. This hasn't been confirmed yet, but is really strongly rumored, and would be shocked not to see more of Jesse Eisenberg's villain. and none else, we can look forward to an extended version of his scenes with Deathstroke, and perhaps even an on appearance in the film's nightmare scenes. And number 1, Green Lantern. In a theatrical cut of Justice League, a Green Lantern is briefly seen being cut down by Steppenwolf before his ring flies away to find another host. That was Yalen Gur, a character that's been claimed will have more of a significant role in the Snyder Cut. So there's a Green Lantern confirmed, but what about the rumored one? There has been chatter online for years that Snyder's intended to introduce a human member of the Green Lantern Corps, and it makes zero sense that one of the Sector's 2814's protectors wouldn't come to Earth when Steppenwolf and Darkseid attack it in the present day. Is it possible Ryan Reynolds would return as Hal Jordan? Though we expect a lesser known actor to play him if a cameo is in the cards. I wouldn't see Ryan Reynolds. I think I would see more of who they may cast for the future Green Lantern show. Maybe kind of hint like, hey, this is going to be like going for the Green Lantern show, and they're going to use that character that they may be using for that television show and entwine it with the Snyder Cuts. That would make a little bit more sense, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But which character would you like to see appear in Justice League Snyder's Cut that premieres on March 18th on HBO Max? Because it is finally 2021 and so many new DC shows and movies are scheduled to premiere this year, and we are looking forward to talking about each one as they approach. So make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all what is in store for the DC universe. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Later.